Tonight, before you go to bed, make an inspection tour of your ice box. How's that Pabst Blue Ribbon supply holding out? Tomorrow morning when your dealer says, "What did you have?" say, "Pabst Blue Ribbon." What else?
What was that thing that you didn't you see something in chat that we could talk about too, Thor? From Reddit?
I think the last thing I sent from Reddit was the baby metal post.
Shit, it's gone. No, it was the one about on Ask Reddit what anime they should start with
yeah,
first.
I saved that post.
yeah.
Let me
You
drop
have that
it.
saved? We should drop that and then
We should go over that.
I figured that would be a good one to talk about too,
Saved.
just because
What
just
anime
as you know,
is a
it's-
must-watch anime?
it was interesting because a lot of them I would hard disagree are must-watch anime.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people saying shows. I'm like, I don't think that's a must-watch at
Let
this
me
point.
pull that up on my other monitor.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull that up on my Reddit. From 4 days ago, what anime is a must-watch anime? There we go. Yeah, a lot of these, it's like, I don't know how some of these can be must-watch animes if people haven't heard of them. Because when you think of must-watch anime, you think of like shows that people talk about,
Yeah.
everything. But like this guy's like, Hajime no Ippo. I've never even heard of that.
That one only had like 60 upvotes. I'm just sorting by top.
It's a boxing anime. Yeah, I was sorting by best, and somehow that's the number one on best. Like Samurai Champloo, I can see Ghost in the Shell from 2005.
Is that on Ask Reddit?
I
Yeah,
sent the
that was on
post.
Yeah, that was an Ask Reddit, surprisingly.
Mhm.
Usually it's not.
I'm just gonna go to top ones.
Also, actually, I got something I want to bring up. It's from the Green Tech subreddit.
Is it the
Oh,
JO
God,
crystals?
Jesus.
No, it's not the JO crystals.
Dude, that's old news, Alex. JO crystals are like so 2015.
Dude, it's so funny though.
It's one of my favorite shit posts ever, but
Nice glow on that JO crystal. Must have had some positive vibes at the sesh.
I love that. I learned about that through Game Grumps
Really?
because they talked about JO crystals.
No, we're recording right now.
What?
Yeah, the last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Holy shit.
Well, this is gonna have to get cut. This has to get cut.
Okay. All right. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host Alex Luby, and I'm joined as always by the horniest of homies to sail the seven seas, Mr. Anthony Luby and Luke Farnsworth. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
I took a nap. Lasted longer.
Software update complete. What's up?
Luke's an AI, just like last week when we were talking about it.
Back.
AI's gone farther than art.
It's
gone
making
to
Luke's.
It's making Luke's. I mean, then you could LS swap me.
Yeah, then we actually could. Well,
Yeah.
not LS swap you, but we could change out your GPU or something like
I
that.
thought you wanted to LS swap me.
We do. But you
Then
need to
why-
become like a vehicle first. And right now you're only in a computer. So you're evolving
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
rather
I'm
slowly.
Sorry, that's my fault. I need to move to
I'll
vehicle.
be a vehicle
Just rather
next
slowly.
time.
Reject humanity, convert to vehicle.
Become PC.
As the baby said, I'll turn that fella into a
Hey.
convertible.
I'll pull up.
I turned
that
that
mean-
fella into a convertible.
Does that mean he's gonna decapitate someone? Is that
I
what kinda-
think so. I still have no clue what that's
Do you think he's
supposed to mean.
smart enough to come up with that little thing?
Kinda,
or do you-
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He's
Are you a DaBaby hater?
he's mentored by 50 Cent, I think.
Is he really?
Yeah, 50 Cent picked up the baby. That's why he's popular.
50 Cent took him to the candy shop. He left a baby like a lollipop.
Now the baby's gay. The whole song's about how he wants her to suck his dick.
But then put DaBaby there and changes the story.
Changes everything.
Changes everything. Now it's actually about candy and the
Oh.
baby.
And the baby. Did anyone do anything interesting this week? Trying to think. I don't think I did.
I
phone
don't
call.
think I did either.
I went to work.
I did as well.
Same. I went to work early.
I didn't.
I did.
I
It
did
sucked.
not.
I went to work at the same time. We were supposed to go to the ship, and then we decided not to. We were like, we'll do it tomorrow. And then it rained. We're like, we're not going today. So I guess we have to go
Fuck
soon.
the ship.
I've been seeing a lot of pictures on Warship porn of the Gerald R. Ford.
Yeah,
So
it's
it just launched,
yeah.
didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
CVN 78 is finally out. It is either getting ready or just head out for its first deployment, her first deployment.
It's out there. I saw jets
Yeah.
on the
Flight deck.
the flight
Yeah,
deck.
that was-
I just blanked on that.
That was super big. Was that she is heading out for her first deployment?
I think it's really interesting how this carrier looks completely different than any other American carrier we've made.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like,
the
have you
big thing
noticed how
about-
far the tower is back?
Oh
on
yeah,
the
it's crazy far back.
Mm-hmm.
There's that, and also she only has 3 elevators instead of 4.
Is there a reason for that?
I don't know. I really don't know actually. Like, straight
Do
up.
you think? Do you think? No, because that wouldn't make sense. I was like, oh, maybe it's because the F-35 is like a VTOL.
No, they still have to store it under.
Yeah,
flight deck.
that's.
They
And I was
still
like,
store
wait,
it in the hangar bay.
I also still think they're like predominantly using the F-18.
I hope. I really don't like the F-35.
I don't
if I'm gonna be
either.
Real.
Like I asked, and I got like some kind of weird answer. It's not like it's anything special that they would
Classified.
take away.
hmm
It's not like it's not even that. It's more like it's just not anything like super interesting that they would talk about. But I don't think anyone really
hmm
Maybe
gets why.
shooting around here. Maybe these elevators are slightly faster, and adding a fourth was the same speed as having a fourth. I don't know.
I mean, I think it might have something to do with efficiency, but I don't know what makes it more efficient than
Mhm.
having 4. I
mean,
think.
Maybe it was just like the design overall, like where they wanted to put it. Perhaps it wouldn't have fit.
Right, with the
They're like,
tower
let's
being
just
further
put
back,
3.
it might.
Maybe, yeah.
I think that has to do with the new launch systems, is why the tower's so far back.
They got rid of the steam power, didn't they?
They're no longer using catapults.
That's right. It's like
They're like
classified, isn't
electromagnetics, aren't they?
It's a launch system.
So you contemplating whether or not you can
we
say
are
anything?
not on the need to know basis for that.
Well, it's not so much that, it's more of it is a launch system, and that's a fact.
It makes them go zoom.
They go.
They launch, and
I will-
that is it.
I will say this. I am a fan of having a launch system rather than a aircraft carrier that has a ramp.
ramp,
I
like-
think that is fucking ugly.
I think it looks terrible.
Russia.
Queen Elizabeth has it too. All the British
Yeah,
carriers.
she does. Queen Elizabeth was also in Norfolk about 2 weeks ago,
I was
hanging out.
reading up on it, and apparently at a certain point, it was efficient for launches for them to have the curved
Really?
up. Yeah, people like they were doing math. Doing math and
Yeah.
having it in real life is two different things.
hmm
But the math was saying that it's like more efficient for takeoffs or something like that.
I'll be honest, that kind of makes sense because you could essentially launch like one aircraft right after the other. Like the moment you send one off, send
Well,
another.
And with the curve thing, I think it's so you can launch them faster. I think because then you don't have to have them at such a high speed to fucking shoot straight out. They're going
Mhm.
up already, so you have a little bit more leeway with the speed of launches and stuff.
I watched a video of a, I think it was
But
an
I don't
SU.
actually know.
It was an SU-25 or a 27 on, they were running trials. The Russians were for this thing back in like 2015. But they were trying to see if they could like make this aircraft carrier based. And this thing launches so slow. It looks like it's not going to even make it over the ramp.
Oh, yeah, I
but
saw- I watched
it
that
gets
video.
off. So that was weird.
It's funny looking at like Russian and Chinese aircraft and naval ships because they're literally just rip-offs of everyone else's. They
Yeah.
just copy.
I think what's
They
kind of
don't
nutty is they're.
look like carrier aircrafts. It's weird.
That's what I was gonna say. Like the SU-27, makes me think of like an Air Force thing. With
Yeah.
ours, the Air Force and the Navy get completely separate planes and jets. They're like totally different.
Yeah.
And our Navy has the world's second largest air force.
which is not. It's they're completely
Yeah.
different planes.
Which is fucking nutty.
It's nutty that we have the two largest air forces
Yeah.
in the world in our country.
Yeah, so that's pretty poggers.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I like flying vehicles and floating
Pieces
islands,
of metal.
floating islands.
Floating islands.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, overall, I think I like the look of the 78. She looks very cool.
I like
She's pretty.
it. I do
She's
like
pretty.
it.
I need to find me another picture. Take a
But
good
I
peek.
do prefer the tower more centered. That's just me though.
I remember being told something about why the tower was pushed back too, but I don't remember that one at all.
I think it
mean, it
looks.
could-
I think it looks good with how far back it is.
You said CV-76.
Actually, here's 78.
CVN 78. It's the first of the four.
Looking at
class
like a
carriers.
more upwards, it does look so far back. It's actually kind of crazy. From like a head-on angle, and
Yeah.
even from a slight, like
We say when you're looking aft, Thorpe,
when you're looking aft.
because you're looking at like towards the back. So you're looking aft. If you're
Aft.
looking forward, you'd be facing the ass end of the ship.
Oh, there's a picture of the shock trials.
Looking at it from above, wow, it just looks.
Oh yeah, you can find pictures and you can find videos of shock trials.
I want to see a picture.
That is so cool.
gonna do
Just
my-
the explosions going
You
on.
have to go, dude.
I'm gonna do my damnedest to get on 79 when they do them.
Yeah, it's just crazy how far back that island is.
If I can get on 80, I will
That would be
shit
epic.
bricks, and I will hold that over you guys for the rest of your lives.
I went to shock trials.
Not until I go to engineering school, get my degree, get a job at Newport News, and do the same thing.
But here's the thing, Alex. By the time you're done, you won't be able to get on the shock trials for the USS Enterprise.
I'm gonna
That's where the hard flex would be. If I get on
If
for
you get the
CVN
Enterprise.
80, if I get on CVN 80, I get on the Enterprise.
asshole.
I really
They
hope
are very beautiful vessels,
I hope
though.
they bring back like cool names for the ships.
I know, I'm tired of actual names.
Like I don't care
I
about
brought-
the Gerald R. Ford.
I brought that up because I was talking with AJ about it, and I was like, I hate new names and how they use presidents because the point is to be patriotic. There's nothing patriotic about presidents,
No.
Some of them are crooks.
and
Yeah,
a
they're
lot of
all
them,
crooks.
and it's so just up in the air if you like them or not. It's 50-50.
Yeah, like
it's
it's a lot
stupid.
easier to like a city than it is a person.
Like with Doris Miller, that one's fine because it's not a president. He was a war hero from World War II.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like I don't care about the John F. Kennedy or the Gerald R. Ford or the Nimitz.
George
even know who
W.
Nimitz
Bush-
was.
Nimitz was he was a Navy guy.
He was a captain, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think he
I
was
think
an
he was a-
admiral.
He was a captain or an admiral, one or the other.
I do like Nimitz because it doesn't sound like a name.
It's
Like
no,
a person.
Nimitz is cool.
presidents that bother me. Like that's
It's
just
just
so
dumb.
lame.
Yeah,
like I
it's
would
so
hate to be on the
cringe.
fucking Abraham Lincoln. That'd piss me off.
Yeah, even though like Abe's a cool guy, you know, I'm sure he was great, but
I'm sure he was. I mean, he did that
He's
whole
not-
thing with the proclamation and whatnot.
Give
But
me the-
like,
give me
he's
the
not,
William
he's
Howard
not aircraft
Taft.
carrier great.
I want the William
don't
Howard
want-
Taft.
I don't want people. No, please.
That would be
like,
the largest
73
ship that ever did float.
I think the only one I can give a pass for is the George Washington. I feel like that's the only
Yeah.
one I can give a big
Like
pass
that's
for.
it. He was the
I've-
first president of the U.S.
yeah,
and I don't even really like
73.
that one.
Big old 73. She's a pretty one.
Like shit, we had the Bunker Hill, and that's a fucking battle.
Bunker Hill was
cool.
a battle, and that's sick as shit. I
Yeah,
love the.
Like imagine
Bunker Hill.
being a sailor on like the USS like Gettysburg or something, you know?
I think I'd be kind of pissed if I was on the Gettysburg.
I think that'd be sweet. I think Gettysburg is a cool word.
I mean, luckily they do cities for subs still, so that's cool.
Do they?
Yeah, the next set of subs are the Virginia class of subs
Oh yeah.
that are phasing out the Ohio class of subs. I think in the Ohio class there was the USS Newport News.
That's kind of cool, like
Yeah.
where she was born.
She's named after the place she was born, which is not
That's
the
cool.
case for any other fucking
Any other ship?
any other ship. I don't think. Because what? I'm trying to think of like the Yorktown class. I think Yorktown was made in Newport News. Enterprise was in Newport News, and I think Hornet was in New York.
I think Hornet was New York.
Pretty sure Hornet was New York.
Hornet's also a cool fucking name.
Hornet's
Yeah.
sick, dude.
So
Hornet's
is
dope.
like Wasp.
And yet here we are, fucking like, oh, it's the Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Yeah.
Like there was
give cool
another
cities.
one that I'm thinking of.
The Ike. We're sitting on the Ike right now. Like,
Do we
fuck off.
do we have
Started
all
with a
50
C.
states as a boat?
No, Ohio. I mean, Ohio's a sub.
Ohio is a sub.
I'd say that counts.
Massachusetts we have.
Here,
Yeah,
what I'm thinking of is
Massachusetts.
the Oriskany. That's cool.
That's cool.
Oriskany's a cool name.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want all the states though, because I wouldn't want the Vermont or the Connecticut. Well, no, Connecticut is one.
I'm gonna see if Vermont is.
Kitty Hawk.
Kitty Hawk is based. I'm so sad they sold her for $1.
The USS Vermont was a battleship, BB-20. Actually, there's another one, SSN 729. So there's been two
submarine.
Vermonts.
SSN stands for Submersible Ship Nuclear.
Dude, the USS Cowpens. CVL.
We have a Delaware. Delaware is also a sub.
Luke,
Yeah.
what does the N indicate in carriers now? Because they used to
Nuclear.
be CVs. Oh,
It's carrier vessel nuclear
interesting.
because they were just carrier vessels.
Yeah, there's B. I see CVB.
I don't know what ships are CVB. What
The USS Midway, the Franklin D. Roosevelt, Coral Sea.
is it like? What number are they? Like which one? Franklin D.
41, 42, and 43.
Roosevelt? CVB.
Yeah, there's CVL.
Those. I can't remember what those were.
And there's CVA.
So CVB are for large aircraft carriers. 3 completed large aircraft carriers were redesignated CVA. The
Interesting.
CVB designation passed out of use. Oh God! Fucking flashbang on
That
that
was
website.
really bright.
Oh shit! Jesus! It is literally an entire white page with some like baby black text on it. Very funny. Very cool.
So I'm looking. Was looking up states for ships, and I was looking up Wyoming. It was a battleship, and it said it was built in Philadelphia.
I think there was at least at one point a shipyard there. A lot of the times, so I know this is the case with submarines. We actually will work with we work with General Electric Boat, and we work with them to make subs. So we have the means to put it together in certain things, and then they make certain things. They'll send it down to us. And at one point, they'd send their shit down to us. We'd build a sub. We'd send their shit up to them. They'd build a sub, and we'd trade off that way. And we were making subs like left and right really fast.
Do you remember when we were on our way to and fro from Maine, and we passed the that big shipyard in where was that? I think it was Massachusetts.
Was it on our way to or from Maine?
Both. We passed it going to and fro. We saw a shit ton of Navy ships.
Oh fuck! Yeah, that was in Maine.
Yeah.
I think.
Was it?
I think there's a naval port up there.
I think there is a port up in Maine.
I don't think it's for building ships. I think it was just a port for the Navy.
I could have swore I saw some. Maybe. I don't know. Hold on. Google Maps. Because if I can route the direction there.
Yeah,
too,
the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard up in the south end of Maine.
Yeah, that had to have been where it was.
Yeah, this is a naval shipyard.
to-
It's off of, I think that's 95 there. Because I think, yeah, we took 95 the whole way up. So that would be it.
This is crazy though, but Bar Harbor, Maine to fly is almost 7 hours.
Holy shit! Really?
Are there any layovers? There has to be a layover.
Nope, it was direct.
Did you hear that? Cleveland's doing direct flights international now.
Really?
Yeah, my mom said that she's gonna try. They want her and my dad want to save up for like a direct flight to Ireland from Cleveland.
Bro, that'd be basic
That's actually
shit.
yeah, that's pretty epic.
It is pretty cool. I'm still not sure how the logistics works for it, but you know,
I feel like
if that's what they say it does, it's what it does.
I think flying logistics are so complicated and a huge pain in the ass.
Because it would make more sense to go to the coast to fly transatlantic.
What's
but-
fucking weird is when we were like looking at flights for Japan, they would have us go to Detroit. We'd fly out of I don't know where, but it was the direct line was from Detroit to Japan, or like Pittsburgh.
Like that doesn't
No,
make sense.
Pittsburgh
to
goes
me.
to Detroit and then
Detroit goes to Japan, which is
yeah.
strange, but
Just like super doesn't make sense to me because it'd make more sense if you're gonna do a layover, it'd be on a coast.
yeah, or
and then
closer
you-
Yeah.
to whatever destination that you're leaving.
But like doing it in the middle of the country to drive or to fly halfway across the country and then over the ocean just doesn't make sense to me. Logistics
get
aren't
it.
there for me.
Like,
I know it's
if
weird.
you're going
I don't get it.
over the Pacific, why would you not land at like maybe LAX? But maybe that's too much congestion.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
would, I
LAX
would
is fun.
not, dude. I'd fuck that. I would not want to land at LAX.
I
ever.
hate LA so much I don't even want to fly over it. The farther away from LA I am, the happier.
I've never been. I don't want to be.
That's it. I've never been, and I have just heard it is the single-handedly worst place in America.
Los Angeles.
It's fucking terrible.
I feel
I
like
hear
there's a big counter, and that's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philly.
Baltimore.
Baltimore also sucks.
Baltimore's probably the worst city on the East Coast.
I've been to Baltimore.
You have?
Yeah.
Luke's a ghost, Anthony. He died in Baltimore.
You had to
It's-
have.
It wasn't that bad, actually.
I had a teacher who taught in Baltimore.
Yeah, she said it was terrible.
I wouldn't want to live there by any means.
No, I
I've
wouldn't
visited
either.
there.
Baltimore's pretty bad. I hear it's one of the worst cities.
Turned on my ice maker in my freezer, and it just keeps.
I
dropping
heard
ice
that.
every once in a while.
Yeah.
That was the ice dropping from my freezer. You
Speaking
gotta
of
turn
weird,
that off before it overflows. Hold on.
okay, I'll ask you this when you get back.
An ice maker in a top freezer?
about the ghost? I have.
That's what I was gonna ask.
What, the ghost?
Yeah, we're going on the ghost hunt.
I'll go on the ghost hunt.
We're going. It's not all go. It's you are going.
I don't think I'll see anything, but
Not about the seeing. It's
yes,
about
it
the
is
believing.
about. No, it's not. It's totally not.
Crazy enough, I haven't heard any knocking since then.
You have or not?
Not.
I was gonna ask.
Knocking's actually been completely gone.
We probably spooked him.
Maybe he shit his pants and got too embarrassed and had to leave.
He's still
Well, I mean-
cleaning up the mess to this day.
Dude, you heard me talking shit. I'm built different. He knows. He knows.
he's
now.
like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, I don't want to haunt this place.
Oh,
We're going
fuck,
somewhere
fuck.
else.
Dude,
Oh
this
shit!
guy knows. This guy knows. He'll
This
beat
guy's
my
a government
ass.
official. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This-
I didn't
this
pay my
guy's gonna-
taxes.
This guy's gonna beat my ass.
This guy's gonna beat my
I
ass.
can't haunt him.
Oh
Can't-
no, I
can't
can't
hold
go haunting this guy. He's gonna beat my ass.
We are still going on the ghost hunt to Crybaby Bitch Bridge.
Piss baby bridge.
Piss Baby Bridge. We're going on the ghost hunt to Piss Baby Bridge.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we
if
are.
there's one way to piss off anything that's there, it's to call it Piss Baby Bridge.
Hey, spirits, we're on your bridge. This is the aforementioned Piss Baby Bridge.
Here, everyone hears a bunch of piss babies.
No, we're
Heard if you died here or haunt this place, you're a piss baby.
No.
Yes,
No,
huh?
we're not.
Only,
Yes.
only,
Yes, huh?
only piss baby Jenkins is a piss baby. I'm cool.
Ain't that right, Piss Baby Jenkins?
Piss Baby Jenkins doesn't speak. He makes noise.
I'm glad that we're giving backstories to the ghosts that don't exist there.
They do, and we'll see them.
I'm not saying that ghosts don't exist. I'm saying we're making up Piss Baby Jenkins. I doubt Piss Baby Jenkins is at that bridge.
Are you guys
I wanna
heading
find
down
a
to old
ghost.
Crybaby Bridge? Yeah, can
He
you
would
give
have
us some
died in
directions?
Alcatraz.
Who out? Who?
Piss Baby Jenkins. He would have died in Alcatraz.
Yeah, he didn't make it across the
Yeah.
bay.
No, his raft went under.
Yeah,
His piss baby raft.
break that rusty cage.
Break that rusty cage and run.
Oh, Alex, give us anime of the week, and then I have a funny story to tell.
All right.
Animation of the week.
So my animation of the week is a little show about 3 girls who live in Tokyo, and this one's called Mitsubishi Colors. It has a 7.2 on my anime list, which is very sad. It should be more, in my opinion, but I don't speak for everyone. Mitsubishi Colors. Residing within Tokyo's district of Ueno are the Colors, 3 individuals who protect the city by performing good deeds and aiding their community. Or at the very least, they pretend to be the city's defenders. In reality, the Colors are just 3 young girls, the shy Yui Akamatsu, the noisy Sachan, and the video game-loving Kotoha. Yeah.
There you go.
Who spend their time playing make-believe and exploring the city. The Colors' activities are facilitated by their grandfatherly Pops, who uses his store's inventory and knickknacks to entertain the rambunctious trio. Not everyone is a fan of the Colors, though. The local policeman, Saito, just wants to deal with his regular duties, but he often finds himself the target of the Colors' attention, having been made the villain in most of their fantasies. But despite his personal feelings, Saito always finds the time to go along with the 3 girls' games. Even though the Colors do not actually defend Ueno, they definitely help brighten everyone's day. So it sounds a lot more like, oh, it's so nice, it's a sweet show, than it actually is. But really what's going on in Ueno right now is there's 3 terrorists just doing nothing but causing havoc to the city. With such things like RPGs, hitting people in the nards.
I was gonna say, they're supposed to be heroes, but they shoot a police officer in the dick with an RPG.
He's the villain. They're protecting Ueno.
Yeah.
He's a police officer. Why would he be the villain?
They quite literally just harass him. That's what's
Just
going
shot
on.
him in the dick. Of course they're just harassing him. This poor
And then-
guy.
They'll go down and to the market and they'll talk to people and they'll get really existential. I remember there was one line, and I think it was the blonde-haired girl. She was looking at the guy who was selling meat, and she's like, "You're poop," and he's like, "What?" He's like, "I'm poop." It's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "What if when we all die, we're just poop?" And he's like, "Now I'm kind of sad." And then she just walked away.
Do you remember the banana scene?
Can you refresh?
I can't remember it very well. I think the banana was supposed to be a gun.
They shoot policemen in the nards.
No, they were
go to
they made these
Tobacco
guys into
market.
some villains, and they had bananas, and they acted like they were shooting the dudes.
Oh, I slightly remember that. Slightly.
Then they go to the Tamako market. And they call people poop.
Yeah. They literally just talk about poop. Overall, this is a really funny show, though. This is a fucking classic show, in my opinion. When did this air? 2018. Holy shit, I thought it was older.
That's pretty new.
Except
Yeah.
for the poop jokes. We don't like poop jokes.
No, we don't like those.
We
She's
like
not making a
farts.
particular joke like that. She's talking about, how we live and die just to become poop. It's awesome.
Philosophical.
It's a really funny show. It's fun to watch. You're never going to be bored watching it. There's always something to laugh about. What kind of kooky shenanigans are the Colors going to get into?
All right, Alex. How many RPG nard shots out of 10 are you giving it?
Honestly, dude, for me personally, I'm going to give the show an 8.5 RPG nard shots out of 10. It's close to, I want to give it a 9, but it just doesn't have the storyline to be a 9. Just out of pure enjoyment, I definitely give it an 8.5 RPG nard shots. Easy.
The thought of saying RPG nerd shots almost made me laugh, and then you just said it so genuinely.
Yeah, that's definitely an RPG nerd shot moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that 8.5 RPG nerd shots.
It's a fun one, and the OP bops. The OP is really good.
Oh, penis.
I don't
Oh.
remember the OP.
Did
It's a
it,
bop.
nailed it. Did
It's
it,
really
nailed
good.
It. Nailed it.
12 episodes. It's just your average like 6-hour watch, but it's fucking fun, man. I really do recommend the show. It's super fun. If you're in a bad mood, this is gonna cheer you up.
6 hours, my balls, dude. 4 hours easy.
Yeah, I can watch a set time duration slower than or quicker than what it actually is.
No, it's 12 episodes is 4 hours.
Is it?
It's 23 minutes. OP and ED are a minute and a half each,
We
so
skip
minus 3
those.
minutes. 20 minutes each. There's 60 minutes in an hour.
Yeah, he's right.
He's right. Yeah.
Usually when we binge, it takes longer.
That's
We-
because we always take breaks in the middle.
Yeah.
we do.
Oh, we have to walk to Sheets real fast.
Let me go get some
need
bowl water.
I need.
I need my bowl water and I need to go to Sheets, so we have to wait a whole extra hour.
You're right, we're binging. It's already been set in stone, but I just want to reconfirm. We're binging or Kill Me Baby Christmas.
Yeah. Kill me, baby.
The
Yeah.
Kill Me Baby Christmas
Binge
Cabanza.
special.
Extravaganza.
extravaganza,
Extravaganza.
cabanza, whatever.
Cabanza.
Bonanza.
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 Isn't that what Sheldon from Big Bang Theory says?
Yeah, bonanza. He goes,
Bonanza, Leonard. Were you and Penny having coitus? Bonanza.
That's the Big Bang Theory in a nutshell.
Ooh, that tickled me.
Ooh.
God, dude, Big Bang Theory is so funny.
I used
Yeah.
to watch it pretty frequently.
I'm
Yeah, I did.
surprised that it's not on anymore. I can't believe they cut it off after
It's
only
been replaced
7
by the better
seasons.
show, Kid Sheldon.
Young Sheldon.
Kid Sheldon.
Kid Sheldon reminds me of that Flapjack episode where there was Knuckles and then Kid Nichols.
Kid, I loved Flapjack.
Flapjack
though.
was epic.
I
On the
did
real.
too.
I loved Flapjack.
Do you remember Kid Nichols?
No, I feel like I didn't know.
hold
He was like the younger alter ego for Knuckles for like a one-off episode or something like that. You had Kid Nichols.
Oh yeah, it's like
Oh yeah,
It's
Holy shit,
Flapjack,
looks like
but angry.
but ugly.
Yeah, it was like alternate dimension Flapjack, but he had the personality of Knuckles, and his name was Kid Nichols.
Huh. All right. Well, I'm gonna tell my funny story, and then we'll get into that anime recommendation type beat.
Bobby.
All right.
We
So
said Bubby.
Bobby. So this weekend, my buddy Joe came over, and we were just like watching some old videos we made, and we would make these like unofficial music videos for songs that we liked. For example, we did "King of Rock and Roll" by Turbo Negro.
Daniel Lion
What?
Daniel Lion I made that.
Daniel Lion I did. And
Yeah.
we would do a ton of songs that we liked, and we did one for, as I mentioned, the King of Rock and Roll. We would like me, Alex, Kyle, Joe, my buddy Nate, and they were just really fucking stupid. We would just go to like the park and film some stupid shit and kind of sync it up to the song. So this one day we're out there filming, and there's this other person at the park, and I don't know what this guy was doing. He was eating or something, but we're just casually filming, and this guy's car, he had the wheel angled, and it must have been in gear or something, and he got out of the car and it started moving. So this guy, instead of like letting the car run its path and stop, well, it might not have, it might have gone down this hill, but he tries to block the car from moving by getting behind it. And it just so happened that there was another car that it was getting ready to run into. And the car keeps going in its circular shape, and it sandwiches this dude between the other car, and he gets hit by his own car in the parking lot. So we see this happen and we're like, holy shit, dude. So we walk down there and we go ask the guy, we're like, holy fuck, are you okay? And as he's just agonizing in pain, he gets in the car and like his girlfriend or something gets out and she's like, nah, he's good. Gets him in the car and they drive away. This guy probably broke like his pelvis or whatever other bones because he was just hit by his own vehicle sandwiched between another car.
The smack of each car was really loud, and so was his yelp.
It was really something to see.
It was so fucking funny.
He just gets in the car and his girlfriend's like, nah, we're good. And they just leave.
Yeah, because they just performed a hit and run.
I was like, holy shit.
They just
Like-
you watched a hit and run happen.
He's like, I can't walk. I can't walk. She's like, no, get in the car. We're going home.
Going home, they didn't go to the hospital.
They went home.
I haven't heard anything about that guy since, so.
Ooh, that was funny. That was funny. Yeah, we were walking down and we just see this car move. We're like, oh shit.
I was
And then he
expecting,
gets
like,
fucking hit.
I was expecting some cringe story about how you made cringy music videos, but instead it's about a dude getting hit by his own car.
I do have actually another funny story with that same music video. Apparently big old YouTube missed this little thing in their video. So there was this scene where we got Chipotle and Joe was the king of rock and roll. So he was like the protagonist for the music video. And he's in this scene, Joe is sitting on the bathroom toilet, slacks down around the ankles, eating Chipotle. Chipotle's covering his nether regions. You know, like, okay, this is good. You know, we'll hide everything. So the scene walks in. I open the door. Joe's like, he's eating Chipotle. Stops up to do the lyrics real quick. Next scene. You know, you don't really notice anything until you pause the video and see something peculiar between his legs. His nutsack is in the fucking video. YouTube hasn't taken it down. It's still there. If you pause exactly on the timestamp, you see like a round half moon shape. And it's still there. It is still there. It doesn't look like anything really.
But
like,
you know what it is.
Yeah, you know exactly what it is. And big old YouTube must have missed that one. Totally by accident too. Yeah, totally by accident. Like I didn't even know when I was editing it that it was there.
The YouTube robust didn't register there's balls on the screen.
Oh, a lot of good things with that video.
Yeah, like people getting hit by cars and balls.
That's like a normal average weekend for the fucking
For the people of Canton.
I mean, it's pretty on
normal
par.
weekend in Canton.
Wacky
Gets hit
week.
by a car and balls.
Yeah, it's a funny one though. It is a funny one. Shit. Yeah.
Alright, while I was browsing Reddit, I found this. Fuck me, I just. God damn it. Okay.
You Redditor, am I right?
Me, that guy.
Am I right? YouTube
Okay.
comments, am I right? YouTube comments, imagine Redditor, am I right?
I stumbled upon this Ask Reddit thread titled, What Anime is Must Watch? So I sent it to the boys. I don't think we didn't dive too much into it. We're going to take a peek
Not like at all.
and see if anything here is a must watch. Because
I'm gonna sort by controversial.
that's.
You know, I'm interested. Oh, okay. Number one is Miss Me with that weeb shit.
Oh, yeah, I figured. So number one up here is like Studio Ghibli movies. I agree with that. Studio Ghibli stuff is great. Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away.
I found an interesting one.
I had to pull up. I don't know what. Oh, okay. For some reason, it's like shortened. Someone just said none, and the response was yeah, except for Dragon Ball.
Yeah, only Dragon Ball.
I guess. All right, what's up? What's the interesting one, Alex?
It's a kind of a comment thread. Someone said Avatar: The Last Airbender. The second comment, unfortunately, not an anime. Did we dive? We dove into this before, whether it was an anime or not.
We've talked about it before. I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on how nitpicky you're gonna get about it.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, it's not. It's a Western anime, or
Like
yeah, a
Western
Western animation.
cartoon media, whatever.
It's a Western cartoon, so it technically can't be an anime, but people count it as like a pseudo anime. So
There's a lot of like shit posting. I've seen 2 redo of Healers. Everybody who says Naruto gets downvoted to oblivion.
because it's just so generic.
It's not a good beginner anime.
It's not. Even people that watch Naruto don't think it's a good beginner. I was actually having this conversation with my buddy Kevin, and we all agreed that the big 3 are probably the worst animes to tell people to get into anime with.
Because they're so
What are the big
fucking
3?
long.
One Piece, Naruto, and Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like if you want people to not watch anime, you recommend those.
Yeah.
That's like something you get into once you learn about it, and if it really piques your interest, you'll dive in. But starting with that, I just feel like okay, here's my other take on that. I think a lot of people got into anime from it when they were younger and just watching on like Cartoon Network, at least here in the West. But now it's like if someone were to say I didn't like anime and someone's like, you need to watch this, and I look and I see that something is over 1,000 episodes or pretty damn close to it, I am not going to give that the time of day.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have the fucking time for that.
Yeah, and I was talking with my boy AJ. He watches some Japanimations,
Mm-hmm.
and he's into a lot of the martial arts animes because he's a martial artist, so he likes that kind of shit. So he's been watching like I think it's like Kengan Ashura and all that on Netflix and stuff. And he was like, I tried to give Naruto a try. He was watching obviously Naruto, not Shippuden. He's like, it's just fucking boring.
I don't.
And I agree. Like, Naruto is really fucking boring. It's long, drawn out. Everything takes forever. Shippuden's actually pretty good, genuinely. But
You really need a thing to have 1,000 fucking episodes, like any form of media. Like, do you really need that? Like, even for some like my favorite shows, man. Like, if Clanhead was drawn out to 1,000 episodes, it'd be like, this fucking sucks. I'll be honest. This is literally years of shit. It's just too much, you know. Even like, I don't know, what's like the best show ever? Like Breaking Bad. What if Breaking Bad had 1,000 fucking episodes?
That would suck. Although it has a lot, and I mean, Better Call Saul is a spin-off or prequel to Breaking Bad, so that mildly low-key doubles the episodes.
I mean, you got to think about it, though.
I also feel like a lot more money is going into those shows, so production values is like super fucking high.
I mean, it's not even about that. Like, there's what, 3-4 seasons of Breaking Bad. There's usually in those types of shows, usually about 8 to 10 episodes per season. Dude, you're not even breaking like 100 episodes.
you're not even Breaking Bad.
Walter White reference.
Why won't you just die already?
And then he's Saul Goodman all over them.
Those shows are fucking great, though.
It's like,
They are
I don't know, I
fantastic.
feel like for anything, man, like literally anything, you don't need 1,000 fucking episodes. It's just too much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
No one is gonna watch it. And I say that, and you know how many fucking people watch One Piece, but
Or
I don't know,
Naruto,
maybe I'm
or
just
Dragon Ball, or
super
anything.
mad. Yeah. Man, this guy went all crazy.
This one is like Grave of the Fireflies, which I
Fucking
would really like to
stop.
watch. What'd you find?
I got flashbanged again. Where did this go? Okay. I was sorting by new for this, and like some dude gave a good answer, but it's kind of one of those. Well, actually, kind of things. He's like, at the end of the day, there aren't any must-watch anime. It's too subjective, which, again, you could argue it's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's his opinion.
Yeah, like
He's
I don't.
Oh, go.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I was kind of just piggytailing what you said. Like, it's just all like opinion based at the end of the day. Like, if you want to watch like the big shows, like I don't care. It's not gonna offend me.
I don't think they're must watch. I don't think.
No, I don't either.
I don't know. Even
It's
the
like-
whole must watch thing, I feel like is kind of totally subjective. I think there's good shows to get people into it based on the individual. Like it really depends on the person who's asking. If someone really likes action stuff, where you recommend them more action anime. If someone doesn't care about that, recommend them something that doesn't have a lot of action. Like I feel like there's not one show that caters to everybody in a way.
No, and it'd be too hard to say like this generic show, haha, is a must watch because maybe someone doesn't want to watch that.
Yeah, I don't think how popular it is a good basis for must watch.
Yeah, because there's shows that like, we've seen that are totally fucking underrated. That would be so much better to recommend for someone than. And I'm just reading off the first one I see, Cowboy Bebop or like Steins Gate. It's just so different for everyone. It is no must watch. There's just kind of what you would enjoy the most.
Like someone said ReZero, and there's a lot of people that have problems with ReZero.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fine.
There's
I did
Full
see
Metal.
one that said like any Studio Ghibli movie, which is fine.
I think those are just good all around for everyone.
Here's a
Some
really
people-
long one. This actually low key ties into what we were just talking about. So they broke things down into categories like new to anime, Ghibli movies, don't want
Oh,
movies,
yeah.
gateways like Death Note, Attack on Titan, already watched a few and want to know more about classics that are universally loved, stuff like One Punch Man, Bebop, Steins Gate, Full Metal Alchemist, and then there's shows that are good but not for everyone and really popular like Mob Psycho, One Piece, Naruto, Spy Family, Chainsaw Man. Want to experience currently released popular animes? Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, Bleach, Mob Psycho. I think that's probably the best way to do that. Is to break it down per like. Well, it gives it nice categories. Like you say, what's an anime I must watch? That's broad. That's like asking
I know.
what TV or any form of media. Like what is one song that is a must listen to song?
I feel like I feel like more of their question was in line of what do you think is a must-watch anime, instead of wording it this way.
Mhm.
But we're dealing with
Just like
Ask
so-
Reddit here.
I know because someone put Angel Beats. I don't think Angel Beats is a must-watch. I love that
No,
show.
dude, not
I
even
I
close.
love that show. I could have lived without watching it. And I
Yeah,
feel like
easy.
my anime experience would have been just the same.
A little bit less sad,
A
but
little bit less. Someone put Bible Black.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Fuck, man. Woo!
Euphoria.
I wonder if someone's
Mm.
gonna look up Bible Black and watch it.
Someone probably did. This is a pretty popular thread.
Yeah, it has like 5,300 upvotes.
But like this guy said Madoka Magica, and I agree with that. I think Madoka Magica is a must watch. But not everyone would like it.
This feels,
Exactly, it's
this-
just dependent on the person.
It feels more like a what anime do you recommend?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what this thread
It's
is.
like I do think in a sense Madoka Magica is a must watch. It's so different, dark, creative,
Mhm.
and just completely original in every way, and yet it's still a show a lot of people wouldn't like.
Yeah.
So which I want to go back and watch the movies, the sequel movies from Madoka Magica.
I
Because
can just
I've
watch the
heard,
rest of everything.
I've heard they are fucked up.
Anything
I've read the
Magical Girl
sequel.
is.
I've heard the sequel movies are really fucked up from Madoka.
It literally is. It's like Magical Girl's just like, magically depressing.
Jesus Christ.
They're great.
They're great.
I love Madoka though. That's
Magical-
one of the greatest shows I've ever watched.
Fucking great. Creative out the ass.
I'm still
Oh,
behind
fuck.
the times and need to watch it.
Oh my god, dude, the fucking witch music anytime they're fighting a
amazing.
witch, the music is so fucking good. I have one of the songs on my Spotify, actually. It's so goddamn good.
Yeah.
Magia by Calfade, I think is their name. Let me look.
Oh, you're getting meaty on, Anthony.
Calafina. Magia by Calafina. Fucking banging ass song.
Mm-hmm.
The witches look cool. The art for the witches is cool.
The witches are
animation for the
crazy because
witches are cool.
they don't look like fucking witches.
And they don't
They're
look
just these
animated.
things. Yeah,
They don't even look animated. It's fucking crazy, dude.
it is.
And they're
I think
kind of
that's-
gross. They're gross
that's-
to look at.
I think that's one of my favorite things ever about anime is the vast form of creativity that can go with it. Like, yeah, shows like, Breaking Bad's an amazing show. I'm not gonna shit on that show one bit. I really like that show. Keeping it popular, the Dahmer thing is actually really good, even though it's super popular and everyone's like, "Oh, Dahmer, I've never heard of him before." But like that is arguably a really good show. But when it comes to like anime stuff, it's just the creativity that comes along with it that you can literally do almost anything. I think is one of my favorite things.
Kind of branching off that.
That's what really does it for me.
I remember when we were down in Virginia last, you guys were watching. You were watching Made in Abyss, and you were talking about one of the monsters, and I think you were probably referring to the turbine dragon.
Yeah.
And I remember you guys said that, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder what monster they're talking about." And then I saw the turbine dragon, like, holy fuck, that thing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, that's just something I wouldn't think of or imagine.
No.
I never thought something like that would take a physical form.
It's like unimagined.
I see it
way.
now.
The turbine dragons are so fucking cool, dude.
They are. They were fucking crazy looking.
And yes, we know that anime didn't make the turbine dragon. It was the fucking writer. We're not stupid.
Actually,
But it's
And
just-
I feel like covering the bases because someone's gonna go, well, actually, the studio dipshit didn't actually make it. I forget which studio it did. It was the same one that did fucking Shield Hero. Why am I blanking on the studio? Kinema Citrus.
It's just they really are just so fucking creative.
It's just weird, dude. It's so weird.
even the hollows, like every single one of them looks different.
Ma.
Yeah. Like Ma's got the fattest ass.
Ma's fucking got a dumpy, dude.
He's straight up thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
Ma's dumped up. Straight up.
Like what was the dude's name who was kind of the snake?
It started with Elf Bar or something. I think it started with
what
an
was
E.
it?
Elaf.
Balaf.
Balaf.
Yeah, Belaf. He was super cool.
He was fucking
And, like-
crazy looking.
Hadi.
Haji.
He was so cool.
And I'm
Just-
getting flashbanged. Everything I look up is flashbanging
It's
me.
just Made in Abyss, I think, is a great example of you can do anything you fucking want with this form of media. You can literally do anything.
It's
There's
so
no limits.
it's so open. It's like, hey, there's this big hole. We don't know what's down there. No one knows. And
Yeah.
literally, quite literally, anything goes. Like, nothing is really off the board with that. It isn't like, well, that doesn't make sense because physically this is impossible. It's like, no, this is the abyss. That's
Yeah,
like the
there's a
one
layer
thing.
where everything's upside down, but it's not falling down the other way, you know? Like, it's just shit doesn't make sense. And you can do anything you want. Like, it's the pure creativity of the human mind.
And, like, we already sang this show's fucking praises. I will sing this show's praises every
Mm-hmm.
day if you fucking let me. But, like, I think my favorite design was Wazukyan.
Wazukyan. Oh,
see.
main.
Like, at
I
the,
pretty
think
much
I
main
remember.
at
homeboy.
the end when he kidnapped Vueko, and then, like, all the branches came out of him.
Oh, yeah.
He split up. That was sick.
I really liked his human form.
I
Or
hated
human.
him, though. He sucked.
Yeah, he's kind of an ass.
I thought he was. I don't think he was too bad, was he?
He was a bad guy. He was definitely not a
yeah.
good guy.
He definitely, to me, didn't come across as like super evil or anything.
It wasn't until the end
Until the end
when you
you
realize,
realized
yeah.
that he was actually a bad guy the whole time.
I typed in Wazukyan Made in Abyss, and one of like the recommended just says soup.
Soup.
It's the soup.
Wazukan
It's the
was
soup
awesome.
he made.
It was super cool. I don't know. I low-key think maybe his execution for things wasn't in the right place, but intentions were there.
It's weird that someone would word it as must-watch anime because, like I said, I don't think there is one that's a must-watch.
Yeah, because I wouldn't even say Made to Miss is a must-watch. If you have a weak stomach, you do not want to watch that show.
I do think Madoka Magica is a must-watch, but not everyone's gonna like it. It's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of these are must-watches, but for certain people.
Right, Sosu.
So,
I think overall these threads are. I like these threads though overall, because it gets more like. I mean, it's on Ask Reddit. That's got to be one of the biggest subreddits on the whole fucking website.
it is it's a main sub.
Yeah, I mean, it has more comments than it does upvotes. Wow, that's fucking crazy. Actually, holy shit.
I like
But-
these, but the problem is that a lot of them are just people stating the same anime 17 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, regardless, at least one person out of these 6,500 is gonna watch something and be like, "Hey, I like this stuff. You know, I'm gonna start watching it."
Yeah,
Because like I don't know, like I was a redditor before I was an anime guy. Maybe if I would have stumbled upon one of these and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna give this shit a try." I didn't mean to rhyme that, by the way.
bars, dude. I think it's different now too, because anime's definitely become into the
Limelight,
it's
the
more,
realm of normal.
In the past, like
More
2 years, I'd say with the pandemic and everything, it has just like really blown up.
I was gonna say that too. Like in very very recent times, it seems anime has gone from even when like we first started getting into it, it wasn't underground, but it was not as popular as it is today. Not even
No.
close.
I mean,
it-
it was
it-
more popular than it was in the past prior to that. But
Yeah, definitely. But like just like it's really, really gone into the mainstream. I mean, like with shows like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen,
I think Chainsaw Man will probably get added to that mix.
the Chainsaw Man's definitely probably gonna get added. Like those shows, like I mean, you had shirts showing up at like Spencer's and like lunch.
Even in the
lunch.
past year, like when I worked at Spencer's, the only anime stuff that was there was Attack on Titan mugs,
like
and just
Dragon Ball, probably.
Yeah, just stuff like that. You'd have like one Dragon Ball shirt and one Naruto shirt, and now you're getting like
You have
brands,
whole walls of-
brands
yeah.
that have nothing to do with a show in particular having their own shirts there and sticker packs and everything.
Yeah. It's seriously skyrocketed out the fucking moon in the past 2 years.
which is crazy.
It is crazy. Like I'm curious, just the percentage of like just the. I don't know how you would even attain this number. Just like the percentage of gross money making. The increase within every year, like from 2019 to 2022.
You could even just based on like viewership, like Crunchyroll subscriptions or
Yeah,
people on Netflix watching anime.
it's fucking wild.
Sorry, I don't know what just
I
happened. Why we all
blanked,
stopped.
dude. I
We all
totally
just
fucking blanked. I was reading something, and I just blanked.
I was reading over some more of the comments to see if I could find anything that was interesting for people to recommend. But like I said, a lot of them are just generic ones that everybody
Mhm.
recommends, which isn't bad by any means, but it is just kind of boring to read over.
Again, because I feel like this question gets asked not often, but enough.
Once every like 6 months.
Yeah.
And it's asked enough where you could have people say different shows, and yet it's always the same goddamn shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen One Punch Man, Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood. There's Monster. I finally found Monster being recommended.
I saw Parasite on here.
Gurren Lagann.
I want someone to say Dragon Maid.
I'm surprised no one said it.
I haven't seen like any Kyoto animations now that you mention it.
No, I've seen Violet Evergarden at least 7 times, and I've seen A
Oh,
Silent
have you?
Voice. Mm-hmm. It's just so weird that a lot of these are. It's just always the same shows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
sure
guess
if
for
I
good
look
reason. You know, like those shows they're good for a reason. You know.
Yeah, when you're gonna ask the question, what's the point of asking if you're gonna get the shows that you could look at every other question that's asked?
That's true.
Karma.
Yeah,
Karma?
honestly, yeah, karma
Get some
farming.
karma.
This is the easiest karma farm.
One
Someone
of,
actually said the Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
I saw that Edge Runners. I saw that.
That's crazy. I did not expect anyone
Mm-hmm.
to be throwing that out. Good ass show.
It was great.
I mean, going back to the popularity of anime, you have Cyberpunk, easily one of like the most like, I won't say popular games, but well-known games. Gets a fucking anime.
Yeah, and it's super fucking
Like,
popular.
talk about a gateway.
I like the anime a lot. I'm still against fucking CD Projekt Red doing that shit just to try to get their game back out in a good standing.
That is probably why they did it.
I want to play as
Oh.
Rebecca.
100%, dude. And it's so well. They added a lot of Edge Runner shit into the game once the anime
they
came
really?
out. Yeah, literally the entire anime is nothing but a money grab to get people to pay for their fucking game that flopped on launch because they made it complete and total dog shit.
They made a shitty game.
Well, they made a good anime.
Made a shit game. Someone actually said Vivi.
Maybe it was
Yeah, that's
based.
cool. That's cool.
That's really cool.
Vibing out for a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Going on?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
He's getting into it, dude.
Getting tricky.
Going into popular shows airing, I do have something I want to bring up about Chainsaw Man, and I don't know if you guys noticed it in the first episode.
Is this gonna be our title? Chainsaw
Hey,
Man is actually made.
I want to preface this by saying that it met every single expectation I had for the show. I thoroughly fucking enjoyed it. That was a fantastic pilot episode. Why was the frame rate for the fucking scene when he turned into the chainsaw demon so fucking bad?
I don't
You
think
know,
I
someone
noticed.
actually brought that up to me as well.
I brought that up to someone else, and I know a lot of people that are hyped for this show because they love the manga, and they said that it was fantastic, but the frame rate there was so fucking bad, and they even noticed it. And they said something like they've agreed.
Maybe it was just like a. I mean, that could have been something very explainable, like I don't know, like a rendering error. You know.
It's just hard to believe when Mappa made Attack on Titan, and there's the whole scene with Mega Titan Eren that didn't lag even a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
That's what I
I
know.
kind of chalk it up more up to like a little render
A
error.
fluke. A fluke.
Because the rest of the
It has
show
to be
looked
a
really
fluke,
good.
right?
I get
Like,
it.
it
There's no way it
has
isn't.
to
a
It
fluke.
had to be, dude. It had to be. Maybe
'Cause
they. What if there's a big conspiracy that they put it in? They're like, we want people to see this. You know, who's gonna be the guy to notice it and call out Chainsaw Man?
Who's
What if
gonna
it's
get the
that?
clicks? Who's gonna get the clicks?
Who's gonna clickbait this? You know, we're making content for you guys. Oh, it was
But
Hello
there were-
Harem. They were out first, James.
There are other scenes too, though, that I noticed. Like when it would switch from the 2D to 3D animation, a lot of times for Denji, it would just like randomly get really shitty frame rate, and I didn't know if it was just me, so I asked, and it was everyone. I was like, "That's so fucking weird."
I didn't
Mhm.
notice it personally.
It was very abundantly apparent. There
I
was no
just
way
I
that
just didn't pick up on it. It didn't even cross my mind.
unless your eyes were closed, like most of the scenes.
No, I'm kind of like that too with Anthony. Like I'm just.
I
kinda
don't
engrossed
really
as the
pick up on
whole-
those little things like that.
Because I look at the animation a lot. That's a big
Mhm.
thing that when I watch the show, I want to watch what's going on. So it's just so annoying when you notice that it's really framey.
I think one of my favorite things about that episode so far. So like I went into Chainsaw Man not knowing a fucking thing. I knew Power, Makima, and Denji. That's it. I knew what he looked like when he was the Chainsaw of Man.
And dude didn't even know Pochita.
No, I
Bochita,
didn't. And
beast.
that was about to say that was the greatest surprise I've ever seen.
Loser.
Bochita was fucking based.
loser didn't even know Pochita before it
The
aired.
voice
He was
actor for
amazing.
Pochita was Nanachi.
Yeah, I picked up on that. I actually got that. I knew it right when I heard it. Easily my favorite character, Pochita.
Pochita was
Yeah.
epic.
100%.
Pochita was 100%.
What a
epic.
fucking cutie pie. With the chainsaw in his fucking head.
And he's got the handle on his back and his ass.
He's got the handles.
And his tail's the
the
fucking
thing.
ripcord.
ripcord.
Oh, I love that dog. What is that? That's what you want to call him, the
Sure.
devil.
And now,
he's a demon
and now
dog.
he's dead.
I know. He's not dead. He's just part of Denji.
He's dead.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. And now Denji has a ripcord in the middle of his chest.
Yeah.
If I had a nickel.
I'd
I
have
mean-
a lot.
Nonetheless, the show's fucking great so far.
That was a gruesome first episode.
It
Yeah,
was.
a lot of people died.
Very gruesome.
I was kind of hoping Old Man Yakuza would be based king, but he turns out
He
he's
was
a shitter.
not. He was an ass.
He was a shitbag, and then we watched Denji literally get chopped into pieces and then
Mhm.
put back together.
Via chainsaw.
Via chainsaw.
He did say it's chaining time, and then
It's
chained
time
those
to
guys.
chain.
Just chained everywhere.
He chained all over.
Pochita. It's time
I mean,
to chain.
since we're on the topic of like Chainsaw Man, so we were browsing our anime earlier, and we came across the weekly Karma rankings, and needless to say, this is quite the biggest gap in Karma rankings we have ever seen on our anime.
I think that's the
So-
highest karma rank I've ever seen.
So I'm gonna go from the top 5.
Well, before we get into this, like, what exactly is a karma rating?
I don't even know how they
Like,
really
where
rank it.
is
Does
this?
anyone-
Is this based on
You know,
the amount of
how
karma
they-
certain posts received?
yeah,
Or
it's
a-
from the discussion posts where they're like episode 1 discussion for Chainsaw
Oh,
Man,
okay,
episode
okay.
2 discussion for Dipshit in Wonderland or whatever. It's the
Mhm.
karma that those gang,
Okay, so basically it's based on the upvotes that those posts receive.
more or less, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to start from top 5 and go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in 5, we have Eminence of the Shadow. Episode 1, I really liked. I thought it was pretty good so far. That has a karma ranking of 3,621. Number 4, we have Mob Psycho 3. I've never seen Mob Psycho, so I can't comment on it, but it has a karma ranking of 4,775.
So
At number 3, we have Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War. That is a karma ranking of 6,419, quite up there. And at number 2, very unsurprising, we have Spy Family Part 2. Anya vibing out with Borf. Karma ranking 7,741. Quite a stark difference from the 3,000 that we had with Eminence of the Shadow. At number 1, even more unsurprising, we have Chainsaw Man. With a karma ranking of 21,625, 3 times greater than the second spot on the list.
Sam, less than 3 times. Just less than.
Shut up.
Do math better.
Just shut up.
That is some of the most astounding, and there's also one more thing I want to point out about this, but that is some of the most astounding things when it comes to numbers that I've ever seen with these karma rankings. I've never seen one more than 10,000. I've never seen 5 digits up there before.
I stand by this, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think Chainsaw Man is probably, if not the most hyped anime like of all time. With the rising popularity of anime, so a lot more people are knowing about it. That just increases the amount of people who are posting about it. I think it is like the most hyped, one of the most anticipated anime like ever so far.
I agree.
This was getting hype so fucking long ago. This was hyped up like quite literally
2 years ago.
Yeah, forever.
when it was announced, it was
Yeah.
hyped as shit.
And there was even no release date. It was just, hey, this show's getting an anime. And since then, it has been consistently in the anime world, like with conventions, cosplays, and the anime wasn't even out yet.
I mean, we had power stickers over a year ago,
Exactly.
and those sold like fucking hotcakes. What, does anyone know why?
Why what?
Why is it
Chainsaw
so
Man
like
popular?
hyped?
Why is Chainsaw Man so hyped?
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah. It is fucking weird.
If I said we're gonna have a show where the main character's face is a chainsaw, you're probably thinking, yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah, but like it's like astronomical how popular this is right now.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Like, yeah, I agree with Luke. I agree. Like, if I saw someone with a dude's chainsaw as a face and both his arms are chainsaws, like, yeah, that looks pretty fucking interesting. But for what Anthony said, it's astronomical with how fucking popular this is. I've never, in the likes of which in the anime community, seen anything quite like this.
I'm more surprised that episode 1 is rated 8.98 on my anime list.
8.98.
The show is already almost at a 9.0 on my anime list from one episode.
I think it's really cool that we're probably in the midst of witnessing one of the greatest animes of all time.
Oh, by far. Easily.
Yeah. Like this is the show that's gonna be like
They're gonna say
contenders
like
with One Piece, with Mob Psycho, with Bleach,
that's what I'm
with
saying,
Dragon
man.
Ball.
Like
I mean,
those
dude,
older shows are getting knocked out of place by some of the newer stuff.
I mean, dude, the number 2 show of all time on my anime list is fucking Kaguya-sama.
It's so
This is
awesome.
fucking great.
It's Kaguya-sama season 3. That is the number 2 highest rated anime of all time.
So awesome.
In the
And
past
we got
year,
to
we
watch
got
that live.
yeah, we got that. Spy Family is also like a huge top contender. Chainsaw Man will be.
We're in like the renaissance of anime, man.
Old heads are gonna have a fucking heart attack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're
when
gonna.
Chainsaw Man
Cowboy
overtakes.
Bebop
is still the greatest anime of all time, and I stand by that.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. All right, everyone, get together and say racist things on every forum, and then downvote every single post.
Chainsaw Man gets number 1 on MAL.
It's not raining.
It's mid. It's
rain.
mid.
It's just raining. I'm not crying.
Chainsaw Man is mid. It's not as good.
It's just wild. I don't know. It's cool. It's really cool to see. It's like
There we
watching
go.
the
There's
moon
our
landings.
title. Chainsaw Man is not as good as Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, that
In
rhymes too.
quotes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it, and you guys can shoot me all you want. Chainsaw Man's mid, dude. Reincarnated as a sword, number 1 anime of the season. I'm just saying. 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 It's a fact. You guys can fucking argue your opinions all you want. It's just a fact.
I don't know. I think I connect way more with Bochi the Rock.
As she played a live show in a cardboard box.
She is fucking awesome.
I fucking love
dude.
that show.
Jokes aside, I'm surprised that certain anime are even in the top 10.
Do it yourself. Well, that's 15.
That show's fucking great.
That's 15.
High-key.
I mean, the highest rated ones. It's just insane to look at.
Mhm.
Because I think the right side are the next 15 or something.
The right
And-
side's the characters, I think.
No.
Is
That's
it?
definitely no, because it's
Yeah,
the
I
show
think
names.
it goes down to like 15.
Oh, you're
the
right.
top
Yeah,
10
because I was
So-
gonna say I saw more than a married couple, but not lovers there, and I was like, whoa.
So these are the top 30, and obviously there's like 50 shows airing in a season.
Mhm.
But in the top 15 to have Do It Yourself there, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Reincarnated as a sword even being there is insane. Eminence and Shadow being even in
5.
the top 8
Yeah.
is fucking ridiculous because people are so sick of isekais.
You know what that show reminds me of?
But
The Assassin one.
World's Finest Assassin,
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that show.
a little bit, but it's just so shocking to me because it's actually it has traction,
Mm-hmm.
and that's weird because shows like that don't get traction ever.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's
weird.
interesting to see a Gundam so high too. They're usually
that's
not
kind
that
of
high.
weird.
Yeah,
No,
usually
people are
Gundam
really
just kind of flies under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
It's because people are sick of watching mechas anymore.
I would have been sick of mechas like 4 years ago, but like realistically, when's the last time like a really good mech came out?
A
been
really
a lo-
good mech?
Yeah, just like
Good question, dude. I can't
yeah,
tell you.
like it's been so long, so it's like, how can you be bored of it? I'm so bored of mechs. They all suck nowadays. It's like, dude, a good one hasn't come out for like a decade. Let's be real.
But that's the thing is that they've been releasing
Like
mechas
shit mechas.
in the past
Mhm.
decade, and they've all been shit. So you can get
Yeah.
bored of shit mechas because that's all they are.
I don't feel like they even released that much.
I'm pretty sure there's been a mecha in
I think
at
every
least
season.
one in the every season for the last at least 2 years. There's been a mecha.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like isekais, there's like 3 a season.
I know,
And-
and people are sick of isekais too. That's not a good fucking reasonable thing to say, Alex. People are so sick of fucking isekais as well. You're not reinventing the wheel here, buddy.
Oh yeah, I am.
That's why I said Eminence and Shadow being that high is fucking ridiculous because it's an isekai. Why the fuck are people liking this so much? It's not even like anything super fucking whack or anything. It's just a generic isekai.
Yeah, it is. It's just that.
It is straight up cut and paste generic isekai shit. At least reincarnated as a sword, the dude's a sword. Like,
He's not even a
come
human.
on. That one's fucking different. That's really different. He's just, I'm really strong and I have shadow magic. I use sword. Like, fucking, okay. He made a harem. Okay, I don't get it. What the fuck is the point?
Yeah, anime's weird.
Oh my god. It's so fucking dumb. I watch every isekai every fucking season. Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure. I'm surprised Akiba Maid War is up so high.
Akiba
And
Maid War
Yeah,
is
it is.
fucking
It's
awesome.
right below Bochi.
High Dive's promoting it a fuck ton.
They're promoting it so much.
And I think it's fucking fantastic.
It's interesting. I don't know.
It's interesting.
All this
I
is
can give
interesting.
it that.
I like it a lot. I think it hit me out of left field. I didn't know what to expect, and they got me.
I don't know. I can't tell if I like it.
I think it's fantastic.
The plot's just kind of dumb.
I think it's fucking awesome. It's so cool. Like really. That is so like out of left field. It's not anything you would expect.
Actually, I don't know. With this season, there's just something for everyone.
The only cool one here is Do It Yourself Thorpe.
That reminds me of Flip
Because
Flappers.
we have Yuwa
You
Serufu.
Serifu.
U.S. Adifu.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She is awesome. I'm sad that Raven at the Inner Palace is so low.
I know. I really like that show.
I have one problem, and it's that they use the same animation every time she uses magic.
The flower thing.
I
It's
didn't
the
even
same.
notice.
It's the same exact fucking animation every single goddamn time. She
Copy
does
and
it like
paste.
4 times in one episode, dude.
Copy and
Episode
paste.
2, she did it like 6
Yeah.
times, and it was the same goddamn animation every time.
Well,
I just think it's cool.
before we get too
It
far
is
into all the
cool.
new shows, we'll wait like till 4 episodes are out.
Yeah,
And
we'll
do
give it like a good
yeah.
2 more weeks. Yeah, probably 2 more weeks.
give our reviews.
Give a mid-season review.
Mid-season review.
I do think that this is. We say this like every single season. But I think this is one of the best seasons so far of anime to come out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But we say
yeah,
it
I
every
agree.
single fucking
We
time.
do say
so.
it every season.
But I mean it with this one. I probably
Yeah,
said that like 3
this time
seasons
it's
ago.
different.
I can't wait until
mean
next
it.
season when you're like, oh, I mean it. This is like one of the best seasons of anime.
Yeah, I know last season had Chainsaw Man and stuff, but like this is just different.
Comes out next season. Hold on. Now, let me see. Let me see if there's
What's the
something
big
that you
contender next season?
next season. Oh, Eminence and Shadows a 20 episode. It's weird. First off, the biggest contender of next season is fucking Shield Girl season 2.
Fuck yeah.
Sorry, Chainsaw who? Chainsaw Fella can't get out of here. We have Shield Woman.
Is it winter 2023?
Yes. Yes. We also get Nagatoro season 2. That they call Nagatoro's second attack.
Oh, they did, yeah.
That's
Inspector.
pretty- Inspector. Oh, the Nier anime.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck, dude! I'm so
Yeah.
excited for that. I'm sad that it's A1 Pictures.
The angel next door spoils me rotten. Tomo-chan is a girl. Kuba won't let me be invisible.
The Akashi Triangle.
That looks cool. Spy classroom? Yeah, I thought I saw something about that. My life as Inukai-san's dog.
That's gonna
Yeah,
be the
that's
banger of
cool.
this season.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
shit.
gonna.
That's going to pop off.
Oh lord.
Are you sure you're gonna like it? Cause you were having a lot of problems with Love Flops episode 1.
Who, me?
Someone was sending it. Someone
Oh,
said,
I was
"Come on,
sending
dude."
that. I was just pasting Ribby's face over the dog.
Oh yeah, we get the Niji-san, Nijigasaki.
Oh, the Nijiyon.
Yeah.
We get
That'll be based.
Nijiyon animation. I'm excited.
There's
I
always
am
something.
excited.
There's always something good from new anime seasons.
I wonder if D4 DJ All Mix is a second season.
Sure.
I watched the first one. I was thinking about making
Yeah, I
an anime
remember.
of the week, but
That was
I don't know.
all.
if
That was
I-
all 3D, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually really. It looked very good. It was actually a very good show.
Like Bang Dream third season. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
I've been thinking about making that an anime of the week. God fucking damn it! Everything flashbangs me on this goddamn computer.
Flashbang through the door.
Nothing has.
I ate so many Hershey Kisses today.
It does call it a sequel, so it might be. Well, I'm gonna watch that. Consider me watching.
No, there's a lot of good stuff coming out.
Yeah, for
Everyone
sure.
could be happy
Yeah.
about it. There's some for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck is our time at? I feel like we're really long.
122.
Not as long as I thought it was, actually.
Yeah, I feel like we've been talking forever.
I know, doesn't it?
Every single time. Where did I lost the post that I was gonna talk about. Damn it.
Oh,
Well, I don't know where it went now, so I guess that's fuck me, dude.
Oh, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do next week.
What do you mean?
You're coming up, right?
No, a week after that.
Oh, what the fuck? What day is it?
I am.
It's only the
going
16th right now.
I am
Is it
going to
really?
that convention next weekend, so I won't be able to.
We can do it Thursday.
Yeah. Das cool with me.
Yep. Wait. Oh, okay. Wow, I'm fucking dumb.
Yeah, you are a whole week forward,
Jeez.
dude.
I just
Yeah.
totally forgot, like, the 21st.
Actually, I did that earlier.
Corp's living in the future.
I did that earlier today. I was like, shit, I'm getting my haircut next week. But I'm not. Week after that.
Okay, so we'll have to figure out what we want to do 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. I mean, we still have a table. We can just rig it up real quick.
That's probably what we'll end up doing.
Yeah.
That's on you guys. I live down here.
No, dude, it's on you.
No, it can't be on me.
Yeah,
it
it
can't
is.
be. Literally
Yeah.
can't be.
It is.
Literally cannot be. Literally
Yeah.
cannot be.
You're
I've
gonna
had a
fly
setup.
your. You're
I've had
gonna
a
fly
setup.
your happy ass up here, and
I'm
then
not
fly
flying
back.
anywhere.
Oh yeah, you are,
Why
Mister.
would I?
Yo,
why would
Alex, I have an
fly?
idea. I'm gonna run this by you later for a setup.
Okay.
It'll be probably annoying, but
But I have a table right fucking there that we could have used every single time you came down and said we're gonna do the podcast down here, and then we didn't.
Dude, do you know how much it is to bring?
Do you know how much it is to bring?
Shut up.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Right, it's a lot.
It's 2 microphones, 2 cameras,
That's-
and a
that's-
laptop.
These mic stands, man.
Yeah, dude.
well,
it
whatever,
really takes up
whatever.
a lot of-
I'll,
yeah,
I'll run the
stinkies.
plan by you.
Yeah. Are you just gonna text me after this?
I don't know. I'll
Just gonna
fucking
come
tell
up
you.
here?
I can just tell you like tomorrow. I might forget by
Now
then.
I want to know. Just come up to my room.
Oh God,
You told me. Now I want to know.
it's not even like crazy. It's just like, hey, we could set it up this way.
Thorpe's gonna draw out the schematics. He's gonna pull out his engineering paper.
Yeah.
and
No,
he's
no,
gonna
no,
take
no,
his-
no. This won't work.
He's gonna take his ruler and draw all the lines nice and straight.
His compass.
Yeah,
Well, I'm tapped
I'm
out,
pissed.
Chief.
Yeah,
yeah, me too.
I got work in the morning.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right,
me
guys.
too.
Well, I know Luke always has a closing message for a certain pirate.
Sancho, please marry me. I'm horny.
Thorpe, what's this podcast cost?
This podcast does not cost anything. This is a 100% free podcast that we post to platforms such as YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. If you have access to internet, you have access to this podcast. We run one ad in the beginning. We do not charge the viewers for anything.
All right, guys, you heard it here first.
We just ask that
Free
you
podcast.
share the podcast if you find anything interesting. Maybe you have a friend that is interested in anime, or maybe you want to introduce a new friend to anime and let them know about new popular anime that are coming out that they might enjoy.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Free podcast. A horny guy who likes pirates, who happened to be a VTuber. I hope she
Chainsaw
watches
Man
this
is
one.
mid.
Chainsaw Man's just mid. If you enjoyed today's episode, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell button for weekly notifications. We put a new podcast out every single damn week for you guys, for your entertainment, and because we have nothing better to do. So, hope you guys enjoy it. We will see you next week on episode 112? 113?
113.
113. Getting up there in the numbers. One too many.
Tomorrow morning,
All right, guys, we'll see you next week on 113. Catch you later.
Say, Pabst Blue Ribbon. What else?